In the previous video, we came up with the equation for the amount of fees earned by Alice, given that Alice has some liquidity S in a position. The important takeaway from the previous video is that if we keep track of this part of the equation, then we'll be able to calculate fees for any users. So in this video, we'll talk about fee growth. Let's say that over time, multiple swaps collect fee f of I of token Y in liquidity L of I at time t of I, where I will range from 0 to n. All this means is that over some time, fee f of I was collected at liquidity L of I. We define fee growth. We'll name this f of g. This will be equal to the sum of fee collected divided by the liquidity. In short, we'll write this as a summation of f of I over L of I. Let me give you an example of how to visualize fee growth. We'll graph fee growth on token Y. On the horizontal axis, we'll map the ticks. As the ticks increase to the right, the price also increases. And as the tick decreases to the left, price also decreases. On the vertical axis, we'll map the fee growth. As people trade on the AMM, the fee growth will increase. Let's say that a swap of token Y to token X collects fee on token Y. For example, we see this example where the fee growth increases. So this would be over here, over here, over here, and over here. Fee growth only increases when we collect some fee, and we're only collecting fee for token Y. So this is why we only see the fee growth increasing when we do a swap from token Y to token X. So I'm going to explain again. As we do a swap from token Y to token X, it collects fee on token Y. So fee growth will increase, and also the current tick will move to the right. On the other hand, what happens if we do a swap from token X to token Y? Since there's no fee collected on token Y, fee growth will remain the same. However, the current tick will move to the left. And you can see this illustrated when we do a swap from token X to token Y. For example, here, we can see that the fee growth remains the same. And the same for over here and over here. There was a swap from token X to token Y. However, no fee was collected on token Y, so fee growth remained the same. So this is how I would visualize fee growth. Now, for this example, I showed you the fee growth on token Y. And to visualize the fee growth on token X, you would flip this diagram. When there's a swap from token X to token Y, fee growth on token X will increase. And when there's a swap from token Y to token X, then fee growth on token X will remain the same. Let's look at some more examples of fee growth. So let's say that there was a swap and a collective fee of F0 and F1 from time T0 to T1. Here's liquidity L0 and L1. And let's say that this swap collected fee F0 and F1. And again, notice that fee growth increased. So now, after the swap, the current fee growth will be over here. Now, as a note, here I am mapping two things on the vertical axis. One, I am mapping the liquidity, and I'm also mapping fee growth. The units of fee growth and liquidity are different, so you cannot compare the height of fee growth with the height of the liquidity. Here, I'm just trying to visualize that a swap happened, and the liquidity during the swap looked like this, and fee growth increased. Okay, so from this swap, let's calculate fee growth, f of g. Well, on the first swap, it collected F0 at liquidity L0, so we put F0 divided by L0. In the next liquidity at L1, it collected F of 1. So to this, we add F1 divided by L1. And this is what the fee growth will look like after there was a swap and the swap collected F0 and F1 of fees. Let's say that some time has passed and the swap collected fees of F2, F3, and F4 from liquidity L2, L3, and L4. Now previously, fee growth, we stopped over here, and in between from before to now, let's say that there was a swap of token X to token Y. So the price will move to the left, however, there is no increase in fee growth. So let's say that the current fee growth will be over here. And then from over here, there was a swap that collected F2, F3, and F4. So the current fee growth will be over here. And this will be equal to the previous fee growth, which we calculated in the previous example. And to this, we'll need to add the fee growth of F2, F3, and F4. So we'll add F2 divided by L2, F3 divided by L3, and F4 divided by L4. Okay, for the last example, let's generalize this to some arbitrary time t of n. In the previous example, we left off at F4. Let's say that after F4, there was a swap from token X to token Y, and this shifted the current price over to the left. Then let's also say that afterwards, there was another swap that swung the price over to the right, and along the way, it collected fees all the way up to f of n. So now the current fee growth will be the summation of all the fees divided by the liquidity at the time the fee was collected. F0 divided by L0 plus F1 divided by L1 plus all the way up to Fn divided by Ln. This is how fee growth is tracked in Uniswap V3.